My name is Charles Key. I am a paralegal at the Los Angeles City Attorney's Office. I aspire to be a future JD student. I am 23 years old. I am married, and I have a dog. I have a pug. That's kind of a general rundown of who I
Okay. So, would you deem yourself successful?
am. Yeah, I think I've been successful in like the things that I've applied myself to, and I think I'm currently being successful in my endeavors. Yeah,
So,
successful.
what would you define that success as?
My personal definition of success is achieving the goals that I have set out for myself. So if I say that I want to apply to school and get into school, and I got into the paralegal program over at UCLA, that's something that I did. I said that I wanted to go work down at the city's attorney's office, and that's something that I'm doing. So a future goal that I have is, like I said, to apply to law school. So I will deem myself successful if I get into law school, and if I don't get into law school, I would say I've been unsuccessful. So just achieving my personal goals is success to me.
Okay. And what would you say you do to achieve these goals and to be a success?
Um, I think the most important thing to achieving any goal that I have set for myself has been daily repetition. If I want to get something done, I need to practice or prepare for it every single day. So, like fitness is something I have fitness goals, and they require me to eat the same every day or similar foods every day. They require me to keep the same exercise schedule every week. They require me to go to bed at the same time every night and wake up at the same time. And when it comes to anything like academic, it's just I got to study every day. I skip days or I skip, weekends or whatever. I'm gonna get off track, and I know it's gonna impact, performance. So just everyday repetition, I think, is key to success.
And would you say that the standard of success for you is different for as being a white man? Would you say that's different for someone who's black or a minority in general?
Um, I don't know because my definition of success is so personal. I would think that there's probably a lot of people that I overlap with of all different kinds of ethnicities and racial backgrounds. There's probably a lot of people who have way different definitions of success than me. I think it's personal to every person.
I'm saying like in a society's view though. Like would you say
Um, Go ahead.
would you say that from a society's personal like standard of where you should be at, would that be different than someone your same age, same situation? Would you say that those two standards would be different or the same?
Um, I don't know because I can only speak on my experience as like as a white man. And if you're asking me like what society's expectations of me are, um, I feel unique pressures of society that I think do have to do with my unique identity in it. But I don't know how I could compare that to somebody else's. I don't know what the expectations. I don't personally have expectations for other people. I have
Yeah.
expectations for myself, my friends, my family, people I've interpersonal relationships with. But just broader expectations of people of their race or ethnicity, I don't really hold those. So I couldn't say what society, like, how society's going to view me versus someone else. I'm sure there's a lot of people that would look at us differently, though. Me and
Yeah.
you, for instance, differently, and what our goals are or what they should be.
So would you say that your success in one area either aids or disabilitates your success in another?
Yeah, for sure. Like I brought up fitness and I brought up school, and those are like hand in hand. Like I've done school as a procrastinator before for most of my life as a procrastinator, and it is a really stressful and hectic and just by definition last minute way to do things. And now, as I'm going through school later in my academic career, and I've incorporated fitness as a daily part of my life, it's lent itself to building more routine in my academic life. And I found that if I build upon the time that I set aside to exercise or cook for myself and add in study time every day, that my goals kind of build on one another and kind of facilitate good habits, build good habits, I guess is what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say.
And So if you saw someone my age trying to be successful or just see steps to success, what would you say to them to help them through?
Um, I think that it's important for people, and because I'm not that much older than you, I think it's just important for people in our kind of stage of life, which is, either entering academia or exiting it. But none of us really exit academia now as millennials because we constantly have to be re-educating ourselves. It's to just not be discouraged because it sometimes feels like there's no room for an individual in a really, really overcrowded, society, like in ultra competitive workspaces and ultra competitive, schools and universities. So I've always had to keep the perspective that there is room for me, and that as long as I'm continually improving myself and trying to hit my own goals, that I will make room for myself if it doesn't already exist. Just stay confident and don't be discouraged by how much of a rat race it can feel like sometimes.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Charles.
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad I was able to give you something worthwhile.
Of course.
Here,